ghost lived in a haunted house. He scared people when they visited. He made frightening noises. He didn't ever sleep. He stayed awake day and night so that he didn't miss a chance to terrify visitors. He didn't walk or even run. He floated near the ceiling. He was invisible. He was invisible. When he wore his skeleton costume for Halloween, you could see his heartbeat strongly underneath. Every morning he feasted on dead bats and spiders for breakfast and thought about things. Every day morning he feasted on dead bats and spiders for breakfast and thought about things. So past simple means this action completed in the past. Finished action, that is where we use past simple tense. Like here, Franken ghost lived in a haunted house, means in the past period of time. This ghost we shall know about ghost. Like some people they say like a person's soul or spirit of a dead person and which has become ghost. That is how we know, like in stories or myths, we know like that. In movies also we have seen. Here Franken means dangerous and they are not ugly, they are not beautiful, they look awful. Franken ghost. In a haunted house, haunted means where killed, where something is killed. And here he is living in this house where killed people. That same place killed by maybe this ghost, it seems. So in this house, this ghost lived in the past time. The past time, this ghost used to live. The past action. What he did in the past time, he scared people when they visited. When the people went that place, visited that place, that time this ghost scared in the past time. Now he is not doing. In the past action, it can be yesterday or not today, but over action, completed some events or action. That is where we use past tense. Like here, lived. Present verb is live. And when we put day, that time this action is completed. That is where we use past verbs. So this action is in past and completed action, that is where we use simple past tense. He made frightening noises. What he did? He was scaring people by making noise, loud voices. He made people get scared by his noise, by his voice. That ghost voice people would get scared. In the past time, this thing happened in the past time. That time when the people went, that time he made frightening noise. He didn't ever sleep. In the past action, he didn't sleep. He stayed awake day and night so that he didn't miss a chance to terrify visitors. So in the past time, he didn't sleep. That time. So if he slept, what will happen? He would have missed. He used to miss if suppose if this ghost slept in that time. So people they visit without any hesitation and they won't get scared. So what he did in the past time, this ghost, he stayed awake. He stayed That means he didn't sleep, he didn't go to sleep. He stayed awake day and night so that he didn't miss a chance to terrify visitors. Terrify means make them scare, extremely make them scare. He didn't walk or even run. He floated near the ceiling. He did not even walking or running. He didn't do these things in the past time. The past event he didn't do. What he did just, he floated near the ceiling where we put fan. So near to that place he floated means like how we do swimming, like floating, facing our face upward or downward. Floats, we float in the swimming pool or water. So that is how he floated near the ceiling. In the past time, this action completed. He did floating in the past action. He was invisible. He was invisible so that people didn't see him, didn't find where he is because he is invisible. He was invisible. So nobody can find out where this ghost is. When he wore his skeleton costume for Halloween, you could see his heart beat strongly underneath. So when he put his skeleton costume for Halloween, you could see his heart beat strongly underneath. So we could hear below that costume, like during when he wore his skeleton costume for Halloween where people like different like abroad, UK, there they celebrate this festival Halloween. During that time they wear mask to cover their face and they visit, they go to house to get candies. That is what I have heard somewhere. So yeah, to get word of spirit and all, they celebrate this festival Halloween. That is what I know. Every morning he feasted on dead bats and spiders for breakfast and thought about things. Every morning, every morning in the past time, what he would do, he feasted on dead bats and spiders. This bird, dead bats, this is bird. They fly during night time and they also come close to you. That birds, bat birds. So these birds, this ghost would eat, and he feasted. He feasted means festival made festival, like like celebration. He by eating these dead bats and spiders, he is celebrating. He was celebrating in the past time, and also he was thinking about the things in the past time. He thought about things. So this story is in simple past tense, and yesterday I explained present simple tense. Just observe how these tenses have changed in the different tenses, like past action, like this verb has end with ed, and when we talk about present simple, that time that present verb, like when the person is that third person, that time ends with yes. He scares, he makes. That is how it was in present simple. Just go through once again and try to analyze how it has changed during each tense. So that is how we can find out and we get to know better tense and how to use verbs in a different tense during time, how we can how the verb form changes in each tenses. By doing this kind of exercise or story, we will learn many things. We get on our own idea. We also try to do different stories. Like by reading this story, we can make our own story. And this story is in past continuous. Same story, which is in past continuous. When Franken ghost was living in a haunted house, in the past time, it was started some period and some extent, some event started in the past, and that action continued some extent in the past. That is where we use continuous. Something happened, started, and continues some extent. That is where we use past continuous tense. When Franken ghost was living in a haunted house, he was scaring people when they were visiting. He continues to scare when he was living in that house. He was scaring people. He was continue to live in that place. He was living in that place. Means continues. In the past time he went to that place and he was living in that place some period of time. He was staying there and scaring people. And he was when people were visiting in the past time, when the people were go, that time this ghost scaring them. He was making frightening noises. He was making frightening noises in the past time. He was not sleeping. He was not continuous sleeping. He was continuously not sleeping. He was staying awake day and night. He was staying continuously awake day and night, morning and night. He was staying awake. He was not sleeping at all. In the past period, time, some period of time, he was not sleeping, so that he was not missing a chance to terrify visitors. So that he was not missing to scare people. So this action continue to scare people. That action he will miss. He is going to miss. Suppose if he slept, if he continue to sleep, what will happen? This action he is not going to do. So that's why what he did here, he was staying awake day and night. He was not missing a chance to terrify visitors, so that he was not miss that chance. He wasn't miss to terrify visitors. He was not walking or even running. He was floating near the ceiling. What he was doing in the past time, continuously he was not walking or even running. In the past time, he was not continue to walk or continue to run. In the past time, he was not continue to walk or continue to run. What he was continue to do, he was continuously floating near the ceiling. In the past time, he was floating near the ceiling. He was invisible. Not people can't see them. In the past time, people continuously not see this person, did not see this person, this ghost. If he was wearing his skeleton costume for Halloween, you could see that his heart was beating underneath. Suppose if he was wearing continuously, like in the past time, when he was wearing that costume, that we can hear its heartbeat sound, that we could see. That is what it means. While he was feasting on dead bats and spiders for breakfast, he was thinking about things too. While eating these dead bats and spiders, what he was doing, he was thinking about things too. He was thinking about the things, what to do in the future. Maybe he was thinking about while feasting these dead bats and spiders. Yeah. Like here, in this tense form, they have used was, like to be form, since it is in the past continuous. So that is the reason to be form of the verb, like is, are, am. Those are all like present verb forms, and when we take them into past, that time, like is will become was, and live, liv, and we put continuous form. We usually this form ends with ing, like was living, was caring, ing form, and this verb also in past form. Were, when they were, because people more than one. So here they were using were, are present verb, were past form of the verb are, and making, ing ends with ing form. This thing we should keep in mind. Just go through once again present simple and compare those with this, so you will understand, try to analyze how this change, how it has changed this verb during these tenses, in each tenses. I hope you understand this story. Yeah. Thank you. Bye for now.